Hello, Tube. What are we doing today? We are going to do a comparison, and the benchmark is going to be my favorite tool. Well, one of my favorite tools. You hear it all the time. I love this dang thing. Our Milwaukee electric ratchet. We ordered two off Amazon, overseas built, trying to be PC here, overseas built electric ratchets. One from Kimo, and one from, I can't read this one upside down, Aobin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So what we're going to do, we're going to open each one real quick, take a look at it, compare the outside features against the Milwaukee. Then we're going to use the torque wrench over here on the vise. And what I got here on the vise is our, let's see, we can see it better this way. We got a bolt. Oh, it's actually a nut. Clamped down real tight on that vise. Okay. And so what we got here on the vise is a nut clamped down real tight on the vise, and then we have a bolt. It's a M10 bolt going through it. Torque down to 30 foot-pounds. That's what we're going to start at. All right, let's review all three of these tools. First off, we got my Milwaukee, my trusty Milwaukee. I've had it for 3 years. Nice light indicator, shows you it's charged. It's got a lock on the trigger. It's got a lever and button trigger. You can lock that down. Easy to go left and right. On the head, it's a 3/8 head, 12 volt M12 series Milwaukee. I'm using the generic battery on here because I got a couple of generic ones, and to keep the performance, I don't know, equal. And to be honest with you, my M12 batteries are dead and they're charging. So, anyways, this next one is the Aobin. It comes in a nice case. My Milwaukee did not come in a case. I only bought the tool because I had batteries already. When you buy it with the tool, the charger, and the battery, just one battery charger in the tool, it comes in a little bag, but you don't get a hard case. This is a nice hard case. The Aobin, we'll call this guy the red one, comes with instructions. You get sockets from 10 millimeter to 17. You get a reducer that is from 3/8 to 1/4, and looks like a 3-inch extension. Comes with a charger, 2 batteries, and the tool. It looks very similar to the Milwaukee. It's got the trigger with the lever, also a lock. It locks down. Left to right head, nice and smooth. The battery on this one, 12 volt as well. They look similar, but they do not interchange. You can light up the display. It shows you if it's charged. Works great. They sound similar. Let's go to the next one. This is another comparison. The Kimo, that guy right there. Also comes with sockets, but only has the reducer. It doesn't have the 3-inch extension, but that's still more than you get with the Milwaukee. Batteries look similar, but again, they do not interchange. This one's green. Bodies look almost the same. Okay, the heads look almost the same, left to right. Also has the locking mechanism for the trigger. Okay, this one's a little stiffer. There we go. Okay, we'll battery up. Again, 12 volt on this one as well. This one's the tallest of the three. The Aobin is about a 3/8 of an inch taller than the Milwaukee with the battery in, and the Kimo is about 3/8 of an inch taller than the Aobin with the battery in. So that being said, maybe height is an issue in regards to getting into tight spots, but other than that, they all three sound really strong. Let's go test it and see which one you like. Now what we're going to do, and I'll say it again later, one of these will be raffled off when we hit 500 subscribers. I'm going to choose the winner between those two. You're not getting my Milwaukee. but you will get an electric ratchet. Let's go test them out. All right, we're going to keep things consistent. So we have a torque wrench, and the torque wrench is set to 30 foot-pounds using a 14 millimeter short socket. This is going to stay on the torque wrench. Okay, as you can see, it is a shorter torque wrench. It's not a long torque wrench like we would use on a lug nut. We're going to double check our torque. 30 foot-pounds. To keep things consistent, we're going to use the only other 14 I got, which is a deep well 14. It'll be on the end of the Milwaukee first. The Milwaukee's running on a generic battery. It's on loosen, as you can see. And immediately it will not break it loose. Now when it does that, it'll flash and turn the tool off automatically, so you don't overheat it. Milwaukee's kind of cool that way. We'll change this to loosen. And let's just double check the torque, make sure it didn't come loose a little bit, don't want to cheat. It did come loose just a tad. And this is the Aoben, the other red one. Won't break it loose. Now this one does not flash. It stops, but it doesn't flash and shut the tool down for a second like the Milwaukee one did. Works still. That's it working. About the same result as the Milwaukee. And the Chemo, it's on, and same thing. No braking. It doesn't shut down the tool. It stops, so it doesn't shut it down, and it works fine as well. Let's undo this, and we'll set the torque to 25 foot-pounds. So we are now at 20 foot-pounds of torque. We are at 15 foot-pounds of torque. All right, I just want to see the braking power. Can it break it? All right, let's break it loose first. Loose again. Retighten it. 10 foot-pounds. So, it won't break it loose. So it doesn't have braking power, but that's fine, because you shouldn't break anything loose with these any bolts loose with these tools. That's not what they're for. Okay, I have a feeling that if we torqued it down to a light torque of about 7 foot-pounds, when you snug up an M6 bolt, it's about 7-8 pounds of torque. So I'm just going to do like that. We should be able to break that, right? There it goes. Milwaukee did just fine on that. Okay, same thing. We get a nice tug. Oh, I covered it, but it worked. The Aoben worked just fine. Let's do it again. So, and this will be the Chemo. Oh, the Chemo, oh, there we go. Took twice. So the Chemo took two triggers. Now, again, I did not torque that with a torque wrench. That was me on the small ratchet, you know, 1/4-inch ratchet. You see the bolts up there. How tight can it get it? It's really hard to say. I don't have a way of doing it, but let's see if we can undo it. I got a feeling it's definitely tighter than 7 pound-feet of torque. Okay, this is still set at 10, and it broke fine with 10. Okay, let's we'll do the Aoben. Oh, wrong way. Nice and easy. The Milwaukee was a little stronger. Okay. Or tighten it up a little stronger. And the Chemo. And there we go. So, final assessment. Let's bring you back in here. Okay, final assessment. I still like my Milwaukee the most. Now, again, these electric ratchets are to make the loosening of a broken, loose bolt a lot easier. You do not really, and it's on the instructions for all three, you do not want to use them to untorque bolts, so break them loose. You want to use a box head wrench, a ratchet with a socket on it, something designed for that. Okay, so the Milwaukee, overall, I think it's the nicest. The tool shuts down if it's overused, but for the price and what you're getting, if you're a DIY guy, these other two aren't bad. These guys, the Aobo or whatever, the red one and the green one, aren't bad. I don't know how long the battery lasts in comparison to the OEM M12. These generic M12s last quite a bit. You know, and for the DIY guy, 80 bucks. Let's switch them around here. $80 for these two guys each with a charger and two batteries is not a bad deal. Now, I don't think they interchange with anything else, which is nice about the Milwaukee M12. You can interchange it with all the other M12 tools. But you want an electric ratchet? This one complete is about $150 with the charger and the battery. These are about half off at $80 each. Between the two, I would say I really like that one a little bit more. The difference is so tight. They both perform about the same. None of them could break loose 30 foot-pounds, 25, 20 foot-pounds, 15 or 10. Okay, but to get them tight and then torque it down at the end, which is what you should be using these for, all three work great. If I'm looking at a budget one, any one of these two is good. This one's a little bit nicer. You got an extension with it and just tightened it a little bit further more than this one. But you can't go wrong with either one. Again, longevity-wise, I'm not sure. Now, what am I going to do with these two? I don't need 3 electric ratchets. Well, we are going to give away one of these, this one, because I like this one the most. Brand new, in box. We're going to go ahead and give that away to one of my followers, one of our subscribers. Okay? And it will be given to the subscriber that we'll just choose a random subscriber. We'll randomize it once we hit 500 subscribers. We're at about 230 right now, which is great, and I thank you. We're trying to grow the channel. So at 240, check. At 250 subscribers, check. At 500 subscribers, we'll go ahead and raffle off the electric ratchet complete in the box with the 2 batteries and the charger. Alright, that's all I got for today, y'all. If you enjoy it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the follow, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, thumbs up, all that good jazz. And let's see if we can't pick up maybe another tool or another to review and compare with some of the ones we use every day. Have a great week. God bless.